Have you ever wondered why the initial stages of relationships feel like a blissful paradise, only to fade over time? This intriguing phenomenon, aptly called the honeymoon effect, is not a simple figment of our imagination, but a reality we all experience. The honeymoon effect is not just confined to the realm of romantic relationships. It can be seen in various aspects of our lives. Think about when you landed that new job. Remember the initial exhilaration, the sense of achievement, and the promise of new beginnings. Or recall the excitement of moving into a new home, the thrill of a fresh start, the joy of personalizing each corner to your liking. Over time, however, the novelty wears off, the excitement eases, and we find ourselves longing for that initial euphoria. Now that you have a brief understanding of what the honeymoon effect is, let's delve deeper into the science behind it. What if we told you that the honeymoon effect is not just a metaphor, but a biological and psychological occurrence? Indeed, the honeymoon effect is a fascinating interplay of biology and psychology that occurs in our minds. Believe it or not, our brains are wired to see the best in everything new. This is called the novelty effect. When we embark on new relationships or experiences, our minds tend to focus on the positive aspects, often overlooking the negatives. This leads to an initial burst of happiness and excitement, akin to being on a honeymoon. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the science behind this intriguing phenomenon. During the early stages of a relationship, our brains release a cocktail of love hormones, including dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good hormone. It's the chemical that makes us feel elated and euphoric. Oxytocin, on the other hand, is known as the cuddle hormone. It enhances feelings of trust, empathy, and bonding. Together, these hormones contribute significantly to the honeymoon effect, making us feel like we're on cloud nine. But it doesn't stop there. Our subconscious mind also plays a pivotal role in this phenomenon. The subconscious mind is like a tape recorder. It records everything we experience, especially during our formative years. These recordings form our beliefs, values, and expectations. When we enter a new relationship, our subconscious mind compares our partner and the relationship to these pre-recorded tapes. If the match is close, we experience a surge of happiness and satisfaction, further intensifying the honeymoon effect. So the honeymoon effect is not just about the initial euphoria we experience in love or new beginnings. It's a complex interplay of our conscious focus on the positive, the release of love hormones, and the workings of our subconscious mind. The honeymoon effect is not just about love or new beginnings. It's about how our mind perceives and reacts to new situations. So why does the honeymoon effect fade over time, and what can we do to sustain it? Well, it's all about adaptation and familiarity. You see, humans are remarkably adaptable creatures. We have the ability to adjust to new situations and environments, which is a wonderful trait for survival. But it can also be a bit of a party pooper when it comes to sustaining the honeymoon effect. When we first encounter a new relationship or situation, our brains are on high alert. Everything is fresh, exciting, and stimulating. But as time passes, we start to adapt. The novelty wears off, and what was once thrilling and captivating becomes familiar and routine. This is when the honeymoon effect starts to fade. But don't despair, there are ways to keep the spark alive. One of the most effective strategies is to continuously invest in and renew your relationships or situations. This means keeping the lines of communication open, expressing your feelings, understanding the other person's perspective, and resolving conflicts in a healthy way. Keep things exciting, try new experiences together, explore different interests, and break out of the routine every now and then. Remember, novelty is a key ingredient in the honeymoon effect. Lastly, practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment, appreciate the here and now. Don't let your mind wander to the past or the future. When you're fully engaged in the present, you're more likely to maintain that sense of wonder and excitement that fuels the honeymoon effect. In conclusion, the honeymoon effect is not just a fleeting phase, it's a state of mind that can be sustained with conscious effort. It's about keeping the flame of curiosity alive, nourishing your relationships, embracing new experiences, and being fully present in the moment. The honeymoon effect might be transient, but with conscious effort, it is possible to capture and prolong those fleeting moments of bliss.